Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with another apartment renovation. We are renovating 17 Culpepper House in the Spice District of San Myshuno today. And this is another apartment renovation just because I'm excited that we can finally edit the windows in these apartments. So this is going to be an apartment for a sim who likes to bake. I decided to include some of the new items that came with Home Chef Hustle. This has been a concept on my to-do list for a while now, and I thought it would be the perfect time of year as a lot of baking is done around the Christmas holiday. So that is exactly what we're doing here today. Also, if you notice, I have a bit of a sore throat, so my voice might crack a little bit, and we're just gonna work through it. I wanted to get this video out, and I don't know how long the sore throat is going to last. Please send me healing vibes. But anyway, we've just about figured out the floor plan here, where we have the kitchen kind of tucked over in this corner. I got a window over the sink, some beautiful windows in the living space, and I was able to fit 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom in here, as well as like a separate office space. And I think this layout looks really nice. Obviously, the outside of the building is going to look a little goofy because I didn't use matching windows for the rest of the building. I actually used some from Discover University, but the inside looks really nice. And I don't really look at the outside of the builds when it comes to playing in apartments in San Myshuno anyway. I'm just happy to finally be able to change these windows. So here I am just adding some more into the bedrooms, trying to figure out the best placement for these. And I do lay out these bedrooms as one is like the primary for 1 or 2 sims, and then the other one is a nursery for a infant. So that's kind of what I was thinking for this apartment. And of course, I was thinking the sim likes to do a lot of baking. So you'll see that in a little bit. But first, I'm trying so many different sofas, trying to figure out which ones are going to be the perfect ones for this apartment. And I settled on these love seats from Tiny Living. I do really enjoy these couches, and I feel like I haven't used them in a while. So that was nice. I always tend to gravitate towards the couches that are more new to the game because they feel fresh and exciting. And so sometimes it's nice to go back and revisit some other ones. I do change the swatch to blue here though, because I decided to go for a neutral rug. And so I thought a nice way to add some color would be through the couches, but I didn't want this apartment to be super colorful. So that is what I ended up doing there. I also used this coffee table, which I don't remember the last time I used this one, if I ever have. And I just thought the shape was really fun. So decided to add that. I also got this like little storage cabinet in the corner with some books on it. I'm pretty sure that one is from Growing Together. It seems to match the style of that with the wood on that bottom cabinet door. But here I am changing the brick in this space to match the fireplace a little bit better, but also it's nice to switch up bricks occasionally. The one I had before is like my go-to, which I think is from Realm of Magic, if I'm remembering correctly. I have a favorite. I feel like a lot of us have favorites of things in the game, so that is one of mine, and it was nice to switch it up. Anyway, I decided to kind of merge this dining table into the counter here. I've seen this in a lot of design before, and I've done it in 1 or 2 builds in the past. And I just think it looks nice. It's a way of having a dining space that is a little bit different, and it's kind of a fun modern take. I have not yet playtested this at the time of recording this voiceover, but I'm going to before I upload it to the gallery, so no worries on that. If there is anything that is a problem, there might be slight alterations in the version that's uploaded to the gallery, but if you would like to download it, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. So yeah, in the kitchen again now, I'm just getting some more decorations, my favorite cutting boards, a cookbook, some knives. We have the waffle maker in that corner, and I of course got a cloche of like baked goods. And this apartment is making me really want to do some baking, especially because of the time of year and not feeling well. So I think I might do some baking today. That sounds like a cozy way to spend the day. It's also just been really cold. It's like the beginning of winter. Technically it's not, but like it's December. It's cold where I live, and I just think that sounds like an amazing day, amazing way to spend the day. So I don't know if I'll make cookies or brownies or a cake, or I don't know. I'm going to look up some recipes, and I think that'll be a fun thing to do today. But anyway, in the living room here, I decided to get a different chair. At first, I was thinking of getting the matching one that matches these love seats, also from Tiny Living, but that made the whole living space feel way too matchy-matchy, so I opted for this chair from the Book Nook kit. And then the bookcase I put over in the corner is actually from Growing Together, and I love that bookcase so much. I feel like that's a style I see a lot of in like interior design in a lot of people's homes, and that was just one that I was really happy to have added to the game. Not all of the swatches to me are super usable because they're very specific wood colors that primarily match just that pack, but there's a black swatch and I thought that that worked well here. And then because I was using a few other items from Growing Together, I thought I would also get this matching like sideboard here when you first enter into the house. I got it in this black color. I was really trying to tie in some of the black because I used those metal chairs at the dining table, and I think I achieved it. I was quite happy with how this looked. But yeah, I'm just getting our fire alarm and our thermostat over by the front door. And then I decided to get a glow bar over here, which I thought was kind of fun. I don't use this item a lot, but when I'm able to, I'm always really excited about it because I think it's a cool item. That is from the Vintage Glamour stuff pack. That's actually a decent stuff pack in my opinion. Obviously not compared to the more recent ones. Paranormal and Home Chef Hustle are amazing. But it was one that added butlers, some kind of cool furniture, and the globe bar. So it is an item I like to use from time to time. But anyway, this is going to be the office space. It just has an archway in here. I didn't want to close it off by a door because there's no windows in this space. And I couldn't add any because it's an interior room. So I just put a desk in here and kind of decorated with some books and plants and boxes. And I brought in the blue a little bit more in this room with this rug, and I got some bookcases. It's just a nice skill building room. You could repurpose this for any skill. You could probably make this like a mini science lab or have it be an art studio, a gaming space, anything you'd like. But I just thought it would be nice as a little office space because I had this extra area. You could also maybe turn it into like a walk-in wardrobe for one of the bedrooms, or maybe switch it so both bedrooms have their own ensuite instead of a shared bathroom. There's definitely options. This is just how I decided to decorate it, but feel free to change it if you decide to download this build. But yeah, just getting a couple more decorations here on the desk. I get like a journal and some glasses and pens and pencils and all of the basic clutter you would expect on a desk. And I think this desk might also be from Growing Together. Is it one of the desks you can use for the, what are those lots called? Like the community lot that came with that pack, that is where your Sims can gather to play games and stuff like that. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I think that's where that desk is from. So I guess I was using a lot of Growing Together in this build. Even the shower is from there. But I decided to bring in the base game cabinets I had in the kitchen or countertops into the bathroom. I just think they're realistic, and I liked how they were a little bit dated. The apartment feels updated, but like they kept the old cabinets, and I feel like that is quite realistic. So that's what I opted to go for in here. And then, of course, getting some small decorations like some toothbrushes, a towel, toilet paper, all of that. My favorite little shelf up above the toilet from Tiny Living. I just think it is so pretty. I also end up getting some blinds in here and some towels across from the tub. And then we should be going into the primary bedroom, which I decided to give the primary bedroom the room that had more windows, that had windows on two sides. I thought that made the most sense, especially because at this point I hadn't fully decided what I was doing with the second bedroom yet. I didn't really want like older kids. Wasn't sure if I wanted kids at all. So I was like, maybe they are expecting a kid soon or are considering it and they have this set up nursery. Maybe they foster kids. Like there's a lot of different stories you could tell there, but I thought the idea of building a little nursery, it's actually a pretty spacious nursery, would be a fun idea in this build. So that's what I ended up doing. But anyway, this is the primary bedroom, continuing that blue and brown theme that I have in the rest of the build, and getting these really pretty bedside tables from Discover University. I also put an ottoman under the window and put some cushions on it. I'm still so happy that we finally have cushions in the game, thanks to the, oh my goodness, Modern Luxe kit. I almost wanted to call it the Decor to the Max kit, and that's a very different kit. But I'm so glad that we have some of those cushions, and I really hope we continue to get more stuff like that in the game. So yeah, bedside tables, just getting all of the basic clutter you would expect. I like the look of just stuff that's left there, like your water bottle. I believe I put a like empty mug over on the other bedside table, and I just think all of that's really realistic. My bedside table is a mess. It's just like lots of water bottles, because at night, you just always want to drink by your bedside table. I don't know. I get really dehydrated in the middle of the night. So I just like to add those realistic pieces of clutter. And then I get this really cute dresser from Cottage Living over in the corner that has the built-in mirror. I also got a wardrobe piece, and then a end table here to put a TV on. I know not everyone likes TVs in their bedrooms, and I don't know how you feel about it in The Sims versus in real life, but I like it in both. It's not like the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but in real life, I really need the light and the sound to fall asleep. Although we usually have the TV either on a very low volume or muted, and then the sound comes from a fan we have going, but I do need the light from the TV. It really helps me sleep, so I like to add them in bedrooms. I think it's pretty realistic. But let me know, are you somebody that uses a TV to fall asleep or needs noise to fall asleep, or do you need it to be like completely quiet, completely dark? I'd be curious to know because I know everyone's different on that. And I lucked out that my boyfriend is the same and likes to have the TV on because I don't know how I would deal if that were not the case, because I don't think any of us would get any sleep. But anyway, this is the nursery I had mentioned. Since this sim is a baker, I thought it would be really cute to put these little paintings from Tiny Living in here that have the cupcakes on it. So the theme in here is like farm animals and baked goods, which is kind of a weird combo, but it's just all cutesy stuff and I had fun with it. So I think it works. It's a little strange, but I think it's adorable, so it's okay. I just really wanted to use that rug that came with Horse Ranch that has all of the sheep on it. It's just such an adorable rug. I also decided to use the same chair in here that I used in the living room from the Book Nook kit. And then I played around with painting the walls so many different times because I really wanted to have these pink curtains, but I didn't want the walls to be white or pink. So it took me a while to figure it out. I believe I ended up being beige in the end, which is not that exciting, but I think this room came out really cute regardless, so I was okay with it. Just getting a plant over in that corner to be behind the chair and the light, I was thinking that would be a good spot to sit and like rock the baby. I know that's not a rocking chair, but like the whole concept of sitting there with a baby, maybe like breastfeeding, was the kind of idea that I wanted to include in that space. And then I also have our changing table, and I decided to put some more of these growing together bookcases in here. I've just been using that pack so much lately, and I thought that they looked so nice in that swatch. So that is what I did there, and that is pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed those screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.